and gentlemen, welcome to the Locker Room Central Monday Live. The Npfl Match Week 10. Exciting fixtures, exciting results, trends.
Well, I'm really happy that the Npfl is they have reached match week 10. We were here when they were at match week 1. I'm really happy now it's match week 10. Then it's just how many matches remaining to match week 38. Just 28 matches remaining to match week 38. It looks far, but trust me, match week by match week, it's going. And as things stands now, I know that so many people doesn't know who will win the league because most of the predictions that I predicted that some people that will win the league, like the first 4 teams and the bottom 4, is not panning out because the MPFL can be so dynamic in a way that you don't even understand what's really happening. And
Well,
as we
friends.
speak match week 10, as you asked for match week 10, I'm really happy because the match week 10 and my match week for the match day for the match for my match week 10 was Wiki Tourist against Shooting Stars of Ibadan.
Well, let's see the results for Match Week 10 NPFL. Abia Warriors won 2-0 against Barao FC. Kun Khalifat, they drew 1-1 against Bendel Insurance. Plateau United won 2-1 against Enyimba International. Rangers International drew 0-0 against Kwara United. In that match, Kwara United got a red card. Warri Wolves won 2-0 against Bayelsa United. Wiki Tourists 2-0 against Shooting Stars. Kano Pillars, they lost 2 against Niger Tornadoes. Katsina United won against El Kanemi Warriors. Trent, which did you say is your match of the week?
Wiki Tourist Shooting Stars. I said this earlier. Well, I have another game that was my match of the week too, but I will start with Wiki Tourist versus Shooting Stars because we were here last week when we said that I said something about Shooting Stars of Ibadan when they played against Abia Warriors. They beat Abia Warriors 2-0 at home at the Lekon Salami Stadium. Now they traveled away to Wiki Tourist to play against them in Bauchi. Now they traveled, but they failed to pick the victory, and I'm really happy that all the NNL promoted side at least it's just once I think this season that all of them lost or most of them did not perform in a match week. But so far after then, each team from the NNL that were promoted have been performing very well. Imagine Wiki Tourist beating Shooting Stars of Ibadan away from home in a game that was like a do or die affair for Shooting Stars because Shooting Stars of Ibadan, trust me, they want to contend for the title. They want to see themselves on the continent of Africa come next season. And if they don't achieve that, I would say that they are a failure in a way because of the whole hype, of the whole signing, and their management staff, the way they changed everything. So now it's a big match for Shooting Stars of Ibadan and it's a big season for them. So I feel that they are supposed to put everything on the line for them to get a victory against Wiki Tourist. But what happened? It's not even about losing against Wiki Tourist. If you look at the ball pattern, I watched the game. If you look at the ball game from Shooting Stars of Ibadan, you see that they did not have this, they did not play well. Most of the possession was in favor of Wiki Tourist. Goals from Abdullahi Usman and Jonathan Meriga. That was the 2 goal scorer for Wiki Tourist. And if you see the goal of Meriga Jonathan, you see that it was an overhead kick. It was a very good goal, a very fine goal from. So most people say it's a set piece because it was from a throw-in. It was headed. The assist was like a header. And Shooting Stars were not playing as if they want to equalize the game. They were not even playing as if they even want to pick a point away from home. What is really happening? Do you only play good football at the Lekon Salami Stadium, and when you travel away from home, you flatter to deceive? And for Wiki Tourists, congratulations to you guys. I really love the way they played their game. They did not use any form of delaying tactics, because every time you get to play a game in the MPFL, when you are not winning or as a home side, or when you are winning as a home side, you tend to use delaying tactics to make sure that your opponent does not get the ball. But they were not doing that at all. And they were very brilliant too. They were very brilliant. Their goalkeeper too was very brilliant too, keeping a clean sheet against Shooting Stars with a whole lot of strikers, good strikers they have. And the goalkeeper, Mustafa Lawa of Shooting Stars, conceding 2 goals away from home. That's not it. That's not the standard of Shooting Stars of Ibadan. I said it before that Shooting Stars, what I really want to see in them is that they have to be in the continent of Africa come next season. They have to be there to represent Nigeria in one of the, either in the Champions League or in the Confederation Cup. But if they don't see themselves in the continent, that means I'll say they are a failure in a way. While my other game of the week was Abia Warriors. I said this before that Abia Warriors have to approach their next game they don't have to approach their next game the way they approach the game against Shooting Stars. They lost against Shooting Stars. Now they travel to Abia State to play against their opponents now. And they beat their opponent very well. They beat their opponent very well. And I'm really happy for them. 3 points already in the bag. the emotion and the all the things that people were saying about them not doing very well in the Confederation Cup, they're not allowed to get into their head. And I will not be surprised if I see Abia Warriors again in the continent of Africa come next season.
Because as it stands right now, Abia Warriors are still doing very well in the league as it stands, and they are still up there contending for the title. But my concern this week, actually, Trent, is the match between Kennedy Boboye has been able to make a good statement there for Bendel Insurance, traveling all the way to Imo to draw against Kun Khalifat FC, a side who were able to get a win last time out. But this time around, they drew against Bendel Insurance. A good result there for Kennedy Boboye. And what do you think Kennedy Boboye has to bring to this team, as you see?
Well, you're saying that it's a good result for Bendel Insurance. I don't like this sentiment that so many Nigerians goes with, especially in the Npfl here. If you pick a point away from them, that means you did very well. Put Kun Khalifa side by side with Bendel Insurance. They are not mates. Bendel Insurance, any day you put them out there, Bendel Insurance will beat Kun Khalifa any day. But we're talking about the form, yeah?
You were talking about the current form of these two sides.
I understand. We're talking about the current form of these two sides.
So there's nothing sentiment of you saying that you don't like the sentiment of Nigerians. No, come on, don't say that.
No.
We are talking about the current season, the current form of these sides, and the result we are seeing.
The current form of this side, who scored goal first? Bendel Insurance took the lead. But what happened? They were distracted. Kennedy Boboye cannot. Okay, Yana, you have taken the lead against Kun Khalifa FC. What is stopping you from picking 4-3 points away and go back to your state?
The same Kun Khalifat FC that won their previous 2 matches before this game.
I understand that. But look at the way Bendel Insurance is being set up. Look at their trajectory. Since when they came back from the NNL. Bendel Insurance is a team that won the FA Cup.
Trent, that is history, okay? Talking about Bendel Insurance, how well they did when they qualified to the Npfl. We are talking about this current season, this current form, and the results we are seeing week in, week out. Kun Khalifat FC, right now as we speak, is a better side as compared to Bendel Insurance.
I agree to what you're saying. Yeah, they are a better side, but as you say, history speaks for itself. Records can be broken anytime, and more records can be created when another record is broken. But you see this game, the game against Kun Khalifa against Bendel and Bendel Insurance, easily Bendel Insurance will take that game to sleepers anytime, any day. So let's not act as if Kun Khalifa is like a big team because they are doing well this season. I understand they are doing well this season. I give them that credit too. I give them that accolade too. I give them their flowers that okay, yeah, they are doing very well this season. But let's not forget that we are talking about Bendel Insurance and we are talking about Kennedy Boboye, someone that has won the Nigerian Premier Football League with Akwa United, won it with Plateau United too. So he's got the experience. Who is the coach of Kun Khalifa? What has he really done in Nigerian football? But look at the kind of coach you are going against, Kennedy Boboye, and he have this track record of doing very well with teams like that, traditional teams in the Npfl.
Trent, don't forget, it wasn't rosy before Kennedy Boboye came to the Benin Arsenals. Yeah,
I understand.
It wasn't rosy. So he's here now. He's trying to get the job done. And as I said, this is a good result for Bendel Insurance.
It's a good result for Bendel Insurance, but it was just this season that it became a little bit shaky for Bendel Insurance. Last season, Bendel Insurance were doing good. Last season, they were doing good. Season before last, they were not doing bad. So it's just because of the match between match day 1 and match day 9 or match day 8 or 7 that things were not really going well for Bendel Insurance. But now that they have found out that, okay, yeah, it's because of the coach. That's why they're not getting the available result. Greg Kenoba came in to Bendel Insurance. I understand that he was following the trademark, he was following like the footsteps of their former coach before Greg Kenoba came in, Monday Odige. That was the footstep he was following so that they could still be there. But now, Kennedy Boboye has come in to stay for Bendel Insurance, and getting 1 point away from him is a very good one, but they can always do better. They took the lead. What happened in the 62nd minute? What happened? Your head was just not in the game any longer. You were doing some substitution he did was not in favor of the game. So you have to read the game very well so that you know the kind of players you are bringing out for another set of players. So for Kennedy Boboye, he can do better with Bendel Insurance. Bendel Insurance is the club that I have a soft spot for Bendel Insurance, and I always want them to do very well so they can always do better. But no shades on Kun Khalifa. You guys are doing very well, and I'm really happy for you guys. At least an NL side that is showing that okay, yeah, we have what it takes, despite all the financial brouhaha that's happened to Kun Khalifa. They are still up there in the NPFL. I'm really happy for them. Let them just continue this way and stay in the league.
We cannot complete this segment if we don't talk about Enyimba International FC of Aba. They lost against Plateau United 2-1. They lost against Plateau United. Before this match, Enyimba has lost their previous 2 encounters.
Yeah.
They lost against Warri Wolf, they lost against Kun Khalifa FC, and now they are losing against Plateau United.
Well, it's a very sad one for Enyimba International. See, Plateau United just know how to carve out 3 points against Enyimba International. Earlier this year, last season, the second leg of last season, Plateau United beat Enyimba away from home at the about Enyimba International Stadium. They beat them 1-0, despite Plateau United getting a red card in that encounter. And now, Plateau United beats them again 2-1. What is really happening between Plateau United and Enyimba FC anytime they get to meet themselves? And I understand what it means for Plateau United to pick this victory against Enyimba. It means a whole lot to them. It means a whole lot for them because Plateau United were at some point rock bottom of the Nigerian Premier Football League. This season has not been really rosy for them. Last week, Matchweek 9 of the Nigerian Premier Football League, they lost to Niger Tornadoes by 4-0. So now coming back again to win against Enyimba, that's like a very big motivation for me. I've not seen any other motivation. You losing 4-0 and coming back again to beat Enyimba International. I'm really happy for them. I'm really happy for Plateau United. I just hope that they can continue like this and not struggle in the relegation waters. Last season they were struggling in the relegation waters. They had to wait until the last day before they knew that okay, yeah, we are safe from relegation. And now they were in the relegation waters. At least they are going game by game, picking some very important point to make sure that they stay afloat in the league. Now they're seated 15 in the Nigerian Premier Football League, and if you're seated 15, you're not safe from relegation. You have to do better before match week 38 so that you know that you are seated in a very good position, so that you not start depending on another team to lose or another team to beat another team for you to stay in the league. But congratulations to Plateau United and Enyimba International. You have to understand that you're the record champions. Record champions does not behave the way you are behaving. They don't perform the way you are performing. What's really happening to Enyimba International since 2015? We have been saying this since 2015. Enyimba International have not won the league when it is in the normal league standing. What is really happening to Enyimba International in the normal league standing? Did they have to wait for the abridged version before they can win the league? Well, maybe you just ask Npfl board to do abridged version for you to win the league again, because as it stands now, I don't think Enyimba International can win the league.
Well, Coach Stanley Eguma, that's question there for you to answer. What's the situation with Enyimba? Why is this happening to Enyimba? You drew 2 matches and you lost 3 in a row. Quite unfortunate right there. And Kano Pillars. We don't want to dwell right there, but the situation with Kano Pillars is quite unfortunate because they are now playing home away from home. They play in Niger State. And they played against Niger Tornadoes. And they lost 2-0 away to Niger Tornadoes. Now, this is the thing. Niger Tornadoes is trying to make a statement. This is our home. We own the stadium. Come on. You guys are just borrowing to play. You understand? We own the stadium. The fans, Okay, now, this is the thing. If actually, when Kano Pillars played against Barao FC in their last match, the match was played behind closed doors, you said something that maybe the fans are the supporting factor to Kano Pillars always winning matches in the Sani Abacha Stadium. Now, playing home away from home, you see what happened there? The fans definitely will support Niger Tornadoes because that's the home fans, yeah? So, Kano Pillars, they lost 2 away. They lost 2-0 to Niger Tornadoes.
Well, you see Kano Pillars, this thing will continue this way until they go back to the Sani Abacha Stadium with their fans. I said this, I did not say maybe. I said that is what it is. It is what it is. The fans are the defining factors of why Kano Pillars have been winning
So
games.
hold on. Now let's check it out. Remo Stars have 10 points.
Yeah.
The leaders on the log right now are on 19 points. Nasarawa United. So if they win their 3 matches, they are on 19 points.
They are 19, but Nasarawa United have not played their game yet. That's why they will win their game that will push them to 22 points.
But all I'm saying is they are still title contenders.
Remo Stars might not win all their 3 games. Remo Stars will not win all their standing 3 games. Not mine. They will not win all their 3 games. They will not win it.
Anyway,
with the kind of form they are in currently, come on.
The Npfl, like we said earlier, is a very interesting league. And as it stands right now, Nasarawa United are still top, Abia Warriors follows second, and Niger Tornadoes are right there. That's the 3 top teams in the Npfl this season.
You see, this Nasarawa United and Niger Tornadoes, they are the ones they just the most with this season. Like,
And
look at the both of them.
I'm very happy that
Now,
Warri Wolves.
look,
they are
see
somewhere
Warri
around
Wolves
there.
too. See Warri Wolves. Well, NNL champions. They are showing it in the NPFL, so they have a bragging right too.
Well, Trent, that's how much we can talk about the NPFL Match Week 10.
This is the Locker Room Central.
You're gonna love it.